So if you saw my post about allowing the body to experience movement in different planes of motion, this is how you can get started on working in the frontal plane. So I'm going to perform a lateral lunge hold with a straight arm pull down, and this is just going to help your body to experience shifting the weight into one side, and the single arm pull down just makes it a little bit more interesting, but you're also going to get to work on your stack and feel the core working hard, as well as getting some work in the lats. So you're going to be lunging and pulling on the same side. So take hold of a cable. You want to have it anchored at probably just above head height. You're going to step the leg on the same side out to the side. And what you need to do is push the hips out behind you. So it is actually a hinge pattern. You should feel a stretch in the glute. But what you want to make sure is that you're not coming into an arch through the low back. So what you can do is exhale these lower ribs back into the body. So now you should have a stack. You want to be relatively heavy through the midfoot. And then the other foot is kind of just hanging out, not doing a lot. So you could just have it up on the toes as a reminder not to load into that side. So holding the cable then, the arm is reaching out in front of you, and I want you to inhale as you press the cable down towards your thigh, and that should allow you to feel expansion coming up into the chest here. You're going to exhale to take it back, and repeat. Inhale to push down. Make sure you're still heavy through this leg. Exhale to come back up. So obviously you'd work both sides. And then if you want to come into something a little bit more dynamic, once you feel like your body can understand what it feels like to load into each hip, I'm going to suggest a little kettlebell passover. So all you're going to do is come into a slightly wider than hip stance. And as with the lateral lunge just now, you're just going to shift your weight into one hip, let it hinge behind you. The opposite arm is holding the kettlebell. So now I'm going to switch in the middle to shift my weight to the other side. So obviously you can go a little bit faster. You can go a little bit heavier if you want. But as before, just make sure you are not arching through the low back and you've got these low ribs pulled back into your body.